Hey everybody, this is Jay back with another video about my 2025 Kia K5 Premium All-Wheel Drive, the GT line. I've been hearing a lot of people that they've been having this issue with this remote start from the Kia Connect to where it won't use the heat when you set the climate setting. So this here, if you go in here, if you set it to high up there, people have been having issues, and I did too originally. I don't know more. And I have a couple solutions for you. Okay. But before we get to that part, as you can see, the car is running currently, okay? As you can see, none of the heat stuff is on. None of the heated seats or the heated steering wheel. Nothing's on right now, okay? So if I come in here, turn the car off, we do that, right? As you can see, that'll go away in a second. Car is completely off. I update the status, make sure it sees that the car is off. What I found I had to do originally with this climate settings was come in here, go to this. For some reason it was not working when you would go to high. What I would do is I set it to 80 with everything else on, and it would turn on. But I'm out here testing it now, and I don't have this problem right now. And I think I have a solution why I don't have this problem. Okay. If I come to here, I'm not going to use my keys or anything like that. They'll be sitting right here, as you can see. Right there's my key fob, okay? Come down here, start the car up. Remember, everything was off. I did not use a key fob, and obviously. If you listen, you can clearly see, well, here, that the heat is on. All of my heated stuff is on here. Now, if I unlock the door and get in, or pretend like I'm getting in, because this car's dumb sometimes, open the door. Okay, now it's on. Alright, as you can see, the front defroster's on, rear defroster's on. I come down here to temperature. It is on high. I used to have the problem where that wouldn't be on. It would straight up turn off. But there's something I did in this car that most people probably don't think of. Okay? I did the USB update, where you put in a USB stick down here to update your system off of the internet. You can do a download that way. When you come into here, let me, general. When you're in here to the general tab, as you can see here, I did a USB update. You go to Kia's website, download their program for the navigation update thing, and you come in here, and I did that update. Originally I did have one update where I did it over the air, but then after that I noticed that the version was different through the USB program that you can use on the PC. I did that and I updated it through the USB. But the over the air, you won't ever have to press the USB. It'll just tell you it's there, and then you'll go to install. But I don't know if my versions are different from yours. But there's some of them. I just won't show you that. But there's the map version, navigation version. Mine's a 2025 Kia K5 GT line all-wheel drive. But here's the other things. I don't know if, see, that's the last time I updated it there with the USB. But if you want to compare your software versions, that's where it is. But I can show you once again how I originally solved this problem for me, but I think it got solved when I downloaded a separate update for the car and did it through USB. Alright, so if I turn this sucker off, well, actually, we're going to completely turn that off so you know that's off. Turn these off, which you can click and hold these, by the way, instead of clicking them multiple times. So now you see all that's off, all of this is off. So there's no heat going to anywheres or anything like that. Even the rear defroster is off. It's all off. Now if I turn the car off, open up my door, close it, and lock it again. What I used to do when I'd come to this climate settings, like I said, I would come in here to custom. I would turn it down to 80. That's how I was getting it to work originally, because high would not turn on the heat, but high is working for me. And I don't know if it's because I did the USB update through the internet. That may be the difference on what everybody else isn't doing. But if I do that, you can see all the stuff is on. Heat set to 80. All that on. Heated steering. And then heated seats. All set to on. If I start it. Oh, wait. It doesn't know that the car is off yet because I didn't update it. It doesn't update it in real time. You come back in here and do that. Update the vehicle. There you go. Now it's updated. You can come back in here. Oh, wrong. Climate settings. Vehicle. Turn it down to 80. And then start it. Okay, command is in process and started. So now, if I come in here, you can hear it's going. But if I unlock the doors, I can show you that it's going. Now it's set to 80. So mine's working both ways. So if yours isn't working because you haven't done a normal USB update, then I would suggest turning it down to 80. Otherwise, it probably won't work. But what I can say to try to do is do the USB update and be patient with the USB update. It is going to be horrible. It is slow. It takes time. Even when you use USB-C, because you have to use this bottom port, the one that has that USB mark right there. So if you click on this, if you go up there, it only is a charging port at that point. It will not read the USB. So you have to click it to where it's down in this bottom one, and then you can do the USB update. Alright guys, if you have any questions or comments, definitely let me know, and I'll see if I can answer them. But hopefully this answers some of your guys' questions about this Kia app and remote heat and all that sort of good stuff. Alright guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one.